Cette règle de prononciation dépasse en la langue française et la sujet pour aujourd'hui. Rule number 1. If the letter S comes in the end of the first word and a vowel comes in the first of the second word, then we pronounce the S like Z. For example, the sentence les enfants, les enfants. As you can see, it consists of the definite article le and the word enfant. If it's without this rule, it will be pronounced like les enfants. But as you can see, S at the end of the first word and vowel at the first of the second word. You know, the vowels in French language is the same as in English language. Just add H and Y. You know, the H letter is not really a vowel, but it acts like a vowel, okay? So this word will, or this sentence will be les enfants, not les enfants. Also, we do the same when H comes in the first of the second word. As I said, it's not a vowel, it's not really a vowel, but it acts like a vowel. For example, the sentence les hommes, les hommes, les hommes. It's not les hommes. The S at the end of this first word and H as at the beginning of the second word, so it will be les hommes, not les hommes, okay? And the H, of course, in French language is not pronounced. Rule number 2. The vowel in a word allows all of the letters before it to be pronounced. This is a very crucial rule and very important. For example, the word grande, grande, okay? This grande means big in French language, and also grand means big. But the difference is the first one is feminine word and the second one is masculine word, okay? As you can see, there is E. There is E at the end of grande. So the E let all the letters before it to be pronounced. We pronounced the D, we pronounced all the letters in the word. So it is grande, grande. And the second one, which is the masculine form of this adjective, there is no E. The last letter is A, so it's grand. The last letter pronounced is A. So we say grand, not grande. But in the first one, as the last letter is the vowel E, we pronounced all the letters. Rule number 3. The letters O and I in the same word are pronounced like wa. For example, moi, moi. This is a pronoun, object pronoun, which means me. Okay, so as you can see, O and I in the same word, it is moi, moi. Not like if you see O and I in the same word, so just say it like what? Like if it is W or W. W means W in French. Rule number 4. The shen sound. In English, we pronounce it like shen. Tion, which in English is shen. In French, it is sion. Okay, sion. For example, this word traduction, traduction, which means translation. Translation in French is traduction. As you can see, Tion at the end of the word, it's pronounced sion, not shen. Okay, so it is traduction. Also, the word information, information, which means information in English. Okay, as you can see, there is some similarities between English and French and some words. For example, information, information, it's the same spelling, but the pronunciation only is different. Rule number 5. When the first word ends with consonant, except S, and the second word starts with a vowel, then we pronounce the consonant. For example, le grand homme, le grand homme. Focus on the second and third words of this sentence. As you can see, in the second word, it ends with D, which is consonant letter, but the third one starts with H, which, as I said, it acts like a vowel. It's not a vowel, but it acts like a vowel. So we pronounce the D. In normal cases, this sentence will be pronounced like le grand homme, le grand homme. We don't pronounce the D, we just say le grand homme, okay? But in this case, as the third word starts with a vowel, let's say, like, because the H acts like a vowel, it's not really a vowel. If someone asks you what are the vowels of French language, just mention the 5 letters of English language plus Y, the letter Y, okay, without H. But the H here acts like a vowel, okay? So in this case we will say le grand homme. You see, the D is pronounced here. Rule number 6. If the first word ends with S and the second word starts with S as well, then we pronounce the S like S, okay? The S is more obvious in this case. For example, the sentence nous sommes, we are, nous sommes. As you can, the first word ends with S and the second one starts with S, okay? So focus on the sound here. The S is very obvious. We say nous sommes, as it's like a one letter, okay? Nous sommes, nous sommes, nous sommes. Rule number 7 and the last one. When S and T come in the end of a word, often they become silent, okay? Focus in this rule. As I said, the S and T at the end of a word, in most cases, they're silent. But they might be pronounced in some cases, okay? But mostly they are silent. For example, the words salut, it ends with T, so it will, as you know, the first or second rule, I don't know about, in one rule of the 7, I told you the vowel is the last letter pronounced, okay? So you don't need this last rule, as I said, because in salut, it ends with U, okay? The last vowel letter is U. So you will just use the first rule and you will pronounce the last vowel, and that's alright. You don't need this rule, okay? Just to let you know that in most cases, T and S, when you see them, just don't pronounce them. That's just for your information. So salut, and also les chats, les, which is the definite article, it ends with S, so it will not be pronounced. And also chat, it ends with T and S, it will not be pronounced. But as I said, you can use the first rule as it ends with A, chat. So you'll just use that rule and it's alright. Before I finish the video, I just want to tell you these 7 rules are not the only pronunciation rules in French language. I just noticed that these 7 rules are, we use it all the time and are very important, but there are some other pronunciation rules, but these 7 are for beginners, for those who are starting learning English, French, and they don't know how to pronounce the words or even to read anything in French. So use these 7 rules, it will help you a lot. So that's it for today's video. As I said, I just wanted to give you something about French language, as I see a lot of people are learning French language. And inshallah, I will make other videos about English language, and if you want, I will make video about Spanish or German language. If you have any questions or something, send it here in the comments below or in my WhatsApp account or any of the accounts I have. I will answer, inshallah. And inshallah, see you next time.